Our matchup tonight between, if he's available to go, and I'm sure you guys are treating him like he's going, between John and Kyle, can you kind of assess their relative strengths and advantages and how they might kind of attack each other?
Well, Wall is one of the most powerful and fastest with the ball point guards in the league. We know what work we have cut out for us. It's not a one-man job; it's a five-man job, especially in transition. He's one of the few guards, he and Russell Westbrook, that use the whole court as an ISO. And if you don't get back, get down in the stands, have bodies, showing bodies in transition, it's trouble. So we did a decent job in Toronto as far as making sure we corralled him and have bodies around. So we got to do the same thing tonight.
And what do you think Kyle lends you guys on the other end going at him?
Well, again, Kyle is great in pick and rolls. That's his strength. And that's something that we want to exploit, try to, and he does what he does. Kyle is, it's going to be a heck of a matchup. Two all-star point guards, and we want to try to make sure. Again, it's not a one-man show. Right. It's multiple pick and rolls, multiple efforts, multiple pin downs. They're a good defensive team, but again, that's one of our strengths is making sure we get them in pick and rolls.
Growth-wise, what have you seen from them? I mean, you played them so early in the year, and it's been a long time in between. What have you seen from them in terms of
They're very talented. They're very, very talented at every position. They have, 4 or 5 guys averaging double figures. They all can score. Great shooters. Beal is back now. He wasn't playing when we played him there, so he's one of the best shooters on the planet. So they present a problem. They got physical inside presence. Wall is a point guard with speed. And great shooting. Rasul Butler, who we know pretty well from being in Toronto, is one of the top 3-point shooters in the league. So they've got a well-balanced playoff-type roster that is hard to match up against.
Is there any updates on the 3 injured bigs? Anyone ruled out?
For who?
JV, James, and Weir.
James is out. JV is everybody else is fine. But James he had an MRI this afternoon, so we're waiting to see the results for that.
How's DeMar coming along? Working his way back.
He's getting back. The first couple of games he had some success. I think he was going on adrenaline. He's excited to be back. Been sitting around for 21 games, and then he kind of hit a wall, a physical and mental wall. Once he got back, fatigue set in, and now he's getting the sea legs back. So he's working his way back. He had a big game last night for us down the stretch, offensively and defensively. Guarding Joe Johnson, so it was a good effort for him. But he's slowly working his way back into rhythm.
Do you see fatigue being an issue at all tonight after overtime and late night and all that?
Well, you can always use that as an excuse, Eric. That's something that's part of the NBA, though. Everybody travels. Everybody they just come back from a long West Coast swing. We can use it as an excuse if we let it. And everybody's got to be available tonight, whoever it is coming off the bench, and be ready to produce, and we can't let that be an excuse. It's an overtime game. We put that on ourselves, and we came through with it. But we got to fight through that mental barrier and fight through fatigue, or whatever it is that we're using it as an excuse.
When you talk about looking for growth from your roster, and the next 11 games are against teams with 157 games above 500. Can your team grow that fast?
Well, we'll see. We'll find out because the schedule's not going to change. That's right there in front of us, who we are, and the hard thing right now, Griff, is there's no practice time, and we got to go grow each game. So what you see is what we see as far as growth and what they get through in video work, walkthroughs, shoot-arounds, and that type of thing. So the schedule is what it is. We got to face it, got to go to it, and we are who we are. So we got to tackle it with full steam ahead.
What are you still looking for from Terrence Ross in terms of him getting his starting job back?
I'm not judging. I'm not sitting around waiting to see what happens. If it happens, it happens. Terrence is playing good basketball. Came in last night, gave us a boost offensively, defensively. Gravis is playing well right now, and the group is, I don't know what the record is with the starting group, but not bad. So we'll see what happens. Again, nothing's permanent in this league. And so we'll just wait and see what happens from that.
Are there any specifics that you want to develop?
No, just we will see. I'm not going to announce what we're judging Terrence by or any player by, but it'll happen when it happens.
So much talk in recent days about all-star snubs. Kyle the other way he gets voted in. How pleased were you when the news came out?
That was great. It was great for Kyle. It was great for the organization, and it says a lot about our fans across Canada. For them in the organization to rally and get him voted in over Dwayne Wade was huge. Kyle was deserving last year, I thought. This year, I thought it was going to have to be from the coaches this year, but the fans voted him in. I thought that was great, and just says a lot about him and also about our fans.
Over the last 2 seasons, you guys have had a lot of success versus Washington. Where do you think you guys have played so well?
I don't know. Again, we just try to come out each and every game and prepare and try to take away another team's strength, which with their strength is their speed with wall, their interior physicality, and their superior shooting. And so we've tried to work on that, and I don't know if it's anything we've done special, but we just try to work at doing that, and we've done that. But again, they're a very good team. Randy's done a heck of a job of getting there. Their roster's playoff ready. They have physicality inside. They have shooting. They have speed. So it's something that we got to fight against tonight.
What areas are you hoping to see improvement from this team in special ways, defensively, or other areas you're focused on?
We just got to continue to grow in all areas. I mean, we're not a finished product. Experience is something you can't rush. You like to wave a magic wand and say, hey, we're going to improve this today, that tomorrow, this today. It's going to happen when it happens, and we just got to. There's a lot of areas, defensively, offensively, working timing. Our pick and roll defense has got to get better. So it's a lot of areas that we got to get better in, and like everybody else, the schedule is not going to change, and we're facing a lot of good teams coming up, and we're in the back half of the run. So again, this year was about growth, about improvement. We got ahead of the curve by winning some games, and these guys have worked their butts off. They're really achieved a lot in a short period of time, but we're still not a finished product.
The season still ways to go, but at what point do you start paying attention to, not necessarily based on what the other teams are doing, kind of with the seeding situation in the East?
Not at all. I don't even think about that. None whatsoever. Like you were saying, I'm more worried about us getting better without having extended practice time, and the seeding's going to happen. Chips going to fall where they may. Whoever we play, we got to face them. Just like the schedule, the next few games, we got to play whoever the schedule says we're going to play. So we just got to get, stay together, stay hungry, stay focused on what we got to do, and tackle each game at a time.